Hello. Welcome to today's what episode is this? 142 of Grown Women Gaming Podcast. I forgot, y'all. I had to look real quick.
That's cool.
Yes, and this is the best week ever, everybody. Yes. It's the launch week. Y'all, I'm so happy. First of all, I want to shout out people who have been waiting for us because we've been talking about games that we can't really say right now, but it's okay. It's okay. Shout out to Calvin and who is this? Watson and Arcade. Thank y'all for waiting while we get everything situated. But yes, so we're gonna do our introductions. And again, ladies, this is what we was really discussing. You cannot say what you've been playing if it was a launch title. If it was a launch title, you can't say it because it's a topic. So, introductions. Delilah.
What's up, everybody? Yes, the girl Delilah HD. I've been playing Bejeweled.
That game is fire, man. I used to play that back in the days.
I'm just saying, this is going to be difficult because, yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah. Okay, lady, introduce yourself.
Man, you already know this is Lady Infamous 415, First Lady of the Bay. Good morning. Shout out to Monica. Shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Philly Eagle. Shout out to L Tuck in the building. I see y'all. Look, I played some games that wasn't launch titles this week. Let's start with I had a shout outs to and Brandon TV for the early access code for Rune 2 Decapitation Edition. It is like a RPG Viking theme builder, and you make alliances in a different locations of the map. You build a base, you help them out. I played a couple of hours of that. It was keyboard and mouse, so it was pretty, keyboard and mouse is like really like my first go-to, but definitely something new and different, and I enjoyed it. What was that second game I played? Oh, Guilty Gear. I don't know which one was it. Here it is.
She don't pull up a list, y'all. She pulled up the list.
I put in Guilty Gear.
She did it.
2X HIC accent chord plus R. Okay, there it is. I play some of that, trying to find a main in there, but it's like one of those Japanese fighting games that got Americanized, so I'm just learning as I go. What else? And my last game, actually, these were all PC games. All these games I played this week was on PC. So the last game I played was Orwell, Keeping an Eye on You. That game is fire. I seen like a few people play this, and I was like, okay, so they had like the double pack, right? Mm-hmm. So this might be sensitive to y'all folks, but I was playing as Big Brother, and I'm investigating citizens in this country based on these terrorist attacks, and I got to use like straight data, like newspaper clippings, magazine articles, police records, phone messages, text messages, and phone calls to find out who's doing these crimes and stuff. I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna just play like maybe 2 hours, and I played like over 3, and I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it so far. You really have to look on certain information that's valuable for the case, because if it ain't valuable, like the chick's hair is blue, that ain't valuable. But if it tells you where she was at, have her alibi, something of that nature. So I'm like,
all right. So was there anything else you were playing?
No, that wasn't. Everything else was new.
Okay. So you can't talk about it. You can't talk about it.
Man.
All right, Boogie.
All right, good morning, everybody. CHAREECE told me I can't talk about it, but I've been playing all the new.
All right, and it's your girl CHAREECE here. We finna get into these topics where they can talk about their games. Cause again, what's the point of having a show if you can't talk about them?
Yes. First, before you get started, though, we still got some people jumping in here. So we got Wujakonis, Perfect Shogun, Stars, 5-Star Hustler, and I saw somebody else in here. Oh yes, Arcade 42. Was it 42, right. 47? Yeah. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes. But yes, as y'all know, this is release week. The Series X and Series S dropped on Tuesday. PlayStation 5 dropped Thursday. First of all, we're gonna see who got what. Far as I know, we all got the X, correct?
That's right. Yep.
That's right.
C.
Was anybody able to get an S?
Yes. Have an
No.
S.
Oh,
No.
okay. First of all, we're gonna go through what did you like about the system? Because again, this is we're just not playing around with it. We've had it now for like almost 5 days, so we've playing around with it. What do you like about it? What surprised you, and what do not like about the system? We'll start with you, lady.
Damn.
Right.
I was ready.
I'll go if you're not ready.
I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
Okay.
For me, it was bittersweet for me because, first of all, mind you, I was hunting down the UPS man. Like, it had the pressures in the box. I saw the truck come out. I told the UPS driver, "Hey, you got a package for me?" He was like, "What's your address?" I told him. He said, "Yup, you got it." It was cool. It came on time. It came day of, which I was a little nervous about because, there's not a lot of consoles out there, and how shipping is different these days before, the Rona. I was kind of a little skeptical and a little nervous if I was going to get mine on time, but I did. What I can say, like, I really am satisfied with what I bought because coming from what I had, and that's very important for me because I wasn't like, I couldn't afford the new console every time. So I had to take care of what I had. So for me to get the next gen console, I was like, it was like Christmas. It was literally Christmas. It was literally Christmas for these people out here in these streets. And I'm happy for people with their new consoles. Setup was easy. If you know your account, your profile for Microsoft and Xbox, you should be fine. It should be no problems. The issues that I had was, I don't think console related. It was just internet related. It took me 8 hours to download Destiny 2. Not Xbox fault, my internet. It took me 24 hours to download Cold War and update everything. It was like literally slow. So if you ain't got the good internet, I mean, I think the play value, the playness of it is gonna be compromised a little bit. But when I played it, I streamed Destiny first. I played it first, and it was like I was changing up my characters because for some reason I was a low level, so I wanted to like take care of that. So it took me like maybe not even a minute to realize the difference graphically between the Xbox One, the fat baby OG first generation, until to the one I have now. I thought my TV was not like gonna give it the potential of visually appealing stuff from the Xbox, but my old ass TV, it looks gorgeous. Now everybody knows the loading times on Destiny is very, very, very high, long as far as like pre-gen. You know what I'm saying? It was about maybe a minute and a half if you got the booty internet like me, but less than a minute, maybe 30, 40 seconds. And that's a lot. Usually I'm used to being on my phone waiting to, wait for Destiny to load up, but it loaded up faster than I thought it would be. And I was like, oh my God, it's fast. The loading screens are fast. I like everything. I'm enjoying my purchase. I ain't gonna say that much. That's it.
All right. Boogie, since you were ready.
Yeah, so I got the X. I wasn't able to get an S. Still looking for Black Friday and whatnot. And I got Valhalla, Beyond Light, Watch Dogs. I didn't get Cold War yet, and it sounds like it's trash, so I'm gonna wait for it to be on sale. And I don't know, as soon as you boot it up, you can see a difference, which is crazy because for Beyond Light, the update isn't even out there, right? For the XS update, although we are getting 120 frames per second, I believe, in Crucible. But it looks amazing already. So the updates that they did, gracias. And was gonna say, Valhalla is probably like the winner for me because like I love Destiny. But I'm gonna play Destiny, right? Like I was gonna play Destiny regardless. And Valhalla, I've played the last Assassin's Creeds and the very last Assassin's Creed title. I recently got it when it was like super on sale for like $12. And all those the last couple games have not been able to get me immersed, right? Like you feel like you just there, like the world is there, and whether you're there or not, it don't matter, right? And in this Valhalla game, you feel like your character is interwoven into this story to where that the world wouldn't be without you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes a difference.
You're like, it makes a total difference because you feel like your actions are what do you want to say? Everything you do has a ripple effect in the world, and that's how you want to feel in Assassin's Creed. And seriously, I haven't felt like this since Black Flag, and I'm getting those vibes again, where I feel like this is going to be a game that I play until the end and like try to get as much done as possible, which for me, the girl who is on to the next constantly, that says a lot.
That does. Yeah. Delilah, you got anything?
Whew. So, let's see. Tuesday. Tuesday was crazy for me because that's the day I have class. And what's interesting is that I had my notification that I was going to get my console delivered that morning. And my console didn't show up to the house till around about 4 p.m., something like that. And my class, mind you, is at 6 p.m. So I'm like, dude, the whole time I'm looking outside waiting on the shipment to come in, just because we were supposed to team up earlier in the day, try to play some games or whatever. And it was just hard just waiting and watching Twitter, seeing people get their consoles, and I hadn't got mine yet. And on top of that, worry about class. It wasn't ideal, but once I had my system and was able to play, I didn't get a chance to even turn it on, plug it, set it up until 9 p.m. That evening. Right after class, that's when I set everything up. And other than that, I mean, the experience has been great. I do have an S, but that I'm gonna use the S is more like for travel and stuff like that. And as far as what I've been playing, of course, Valhalla.
How small is it? Is it like super small?
It's
You're like,
small,
damn, this thing is
dude.
small.
It's small. Like it's okay. Nintendo Switch. It's like about as tall as a Nintendo Switch.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's small.
And then it's as deep as like a series. Xbox One X. It's about as deep as a Xbox One X. Like thick. You know what I mean? It's small. Like you can throw it in the backpack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it can go one of my big purses.
Yeah, it'll fit. It'll fit for sure. So, dude, but I've been playing Valhalla and I've played a little bit of Destiny, of course. So those two I've been kind of going back and forth between. Also checking out some of the smaller stuff like Falconeer and I had to look at some games too just to kind of check out the difference between them, like your Forza Horizons and your Gears and stuff like that. All of that stuff looked fantastic, when optimized for Series X and S. But Valhalla, man, that game, it just draw you in. Like it's something about it. It's just really kind of sucking you back into it. Like Boogie was saying, as far as the way you engage with the world, I feel like all the decisions you make, the conversations you have, all that matter. I've never found myself, usually when I'm playing these games, I pick up stuff like papers you have to read, and usually I'm not even like engaged in all that. I literally want to do like pay attention to every single detail of this game because I'm just that sucked into it. So much I could say, but I don't want to spoil the story.
Yeah, because I'm gonna end up getting it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's so good. Like I'm very impressed with what they've done with Valhalla. Outside of that, Destiny, man, the update for Destiny. I mean, is that one of the topics? Does Destiny?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
that's what we're doing right now, right?
Well, no? Yes and no. We're still on the consoles.
Okay, so to get back to the console, I was able to find a nice little beautiful spot for it. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of playing that out though. But unfortunately, when I got the PlayStation on Thursday, it kind of messed my entire idea up. for it, so we end up moving that to like a completely different room altogether. Just because that thing is, man, it's gigantic. Like, to be honest, it's like a PC tower basically. That's what it feels like. It's thin, like as far as like depth, but it's tall, and thick. Well, I said thin and thick, but anyway, it's deep and it's, man, whatever. It's bigger. It's way bigger than this. Okay, put it this way. I know all of us have Series X's. It's bigger than that. And the Series X is pretty chunky. It's not that deep, but it's tall, and it's a little bit, but it's bigger than that.
Sticks with two C's. Let's just keep it.
Thick with two C's. Yeah. Thank you, lady.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Thick with two C's. But yeah. So it kind of messed up set up a little bit. I was able to kind of setting up the Series X was pretty simple. I just kind of went through the prompts, basic stuff. As far as setting it up on PlayStation 5, it took longer than expected. I guess it's because I didn't use the mobile app. I don't know if they rely on the phone app just for setup, or if that's faster, but it took a while just to even get all the stuff, all our games transferred over, profile stuff, and then like your saves. It wasn't like I was expecting something like the save syncing that Xbox has. None of that came through, so I was like, I don't know, do I have to they say I have to plug in the turn on the PS4 and do some sort of transfer in order to get all my stuff over to the PS5. So I guess it's some bi-directional thing you can do. It's over the network that you can transfer your stuff over. But I just I told Hubs, I'm like, let's just set that up later, because it's already taken so long to even just get to play the game, and so we got a chance to check out what's that, the one with the little robot, Astro Boy. We got a chance to check out it because I really want to check out the adaptive controller. You know what I mean? I really want to see was it all hyped out? Like, was it, because a lot of people was talking about how it changes the game or whatever. It's okay. It didn't do anything super special. Like, to me, it didn't it's not a game changer as people making it out to be. You know what I mean? It's just, you could feel little details of when you're doing stuff, and so to me, like, I see that as being a way to kind of hurt the battery life. If this thing rumbling all the time, it's it's gonna drain.
So basically, it's just a battery drain.
Yeah, it's
I've
gonna.
Heard, yeah.
I mean, because Astro Boy, it's doing that usually throughout the entire game. So yeah, it's rumbling the entire time, even with slight rumbles and slight ticks here and there. So I'm impressed, but I'm like, I haven't really got to the part where you use the tension, where you like pull back on the trigger and then it like fights back. So I haven't did anything in the game that does that, so I haven't experienced that part. But as far as like the different textures on the ground and running around, stuff like that, it's just like slight rumbles for certain things, and it's nothing to replace how it actually feels in real life, obviously. But you could feel it, but it's not. I don't think it's that revolutionary, to be honest. It's a feature, it's a cool feature, but I don't think it's something that developers are going to pour a whole lot into, you know what I mean? So, because it can drain, if it drains your controller, then what's the benefit, Let's see what else I can mention. I said outside of games, about the launch, other than being disappointed in my delivery time with the Series X. Outside of that, like, I'm extremely impressed with both of them, actually. Because I got a chance to look at Ghost of Tsushima on PlayStation 5, and it looked really, really nice. Also, physically, like, the console, the PlayStation 5, like, it's a light gray color, and that surprised me because I thought it was white. And it's like it reminds me of that PlayStation gray from back in the day. That had the little
PlayStation 1?
Yeah, it reminds me of that gray. But it's a little bit lighter than that, but that's what it reminds me of. I was just happy that it wasn't just white. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, it's not a white, full-blown white console. But let's see. What else can I mention? I guess that's it. That's it.
Well, I got my Series X late to a certain extent. I don't know what happened. They just decided not even to pick it up from the warehouse. So I got mine actually Wednesday, which was a good day for me. I was surprised about the weight of it. I didn't expect it to be so heavy, I guess, but the Series X is kind of like, when I went to pick up the box, I was surprised at that. I don't know, maybe because I figured it was smaller, more compact. I didn't think it was be that heavy, but I'm waiting for my cat to knock it over just to see, because I got to stand it straight up. Another thing that surprised me was that quick resume and the faster how it comes on and stuff, that booting. Like, I usually, when I turn my games on, load it up, I usually put my controller down and use it, get on Twitter or pet my pet cat that sits beside me while I play. And my cat is upset with me now because I don't have time to do that. It just loads up so quick, and this is nice. I'm enjoying it so far. I haven't learned all the tricks and stuff to it, but I am enjoying it. Now let's see. Delilah's talked about, since she was on who got a PlayStation 5. We talked about how that was, but apparently, if you've been online lately, people have been having issues with their PlayStation 5. Have y'all seen any of this? About there's certain things that you're not supposed to do because it will shut down and maybe not turn back on, and that is you can't put it in rest mode. You can't, what is it? Something about transferring files over, something that can mess stuff up. And I'm like, I understand this is a new device just released, but should there not have been more? I know it is QT before this is released, or are we just like gonna let it slide and pray these people got warranties, or what? Do you think there's anything that can be done about this?
Well, I mean, we talked a little bit about it this offline. I was just wanting to say that, I mean, anytime you're dealing with launch, this is a risk you take with any electronic device. You're getting it the day it drops, so you're bound to have all kind of stuff happen. And so it's unfortunate. It sucks, but I mean, do we know if these are like widespread common issues, or is it just kind of one-offs?
That's what we're trying to figure out now, I guess, because it has seemed to have happened to a lot of people, but you know how everybody's more vocal online.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
sure. Mm-hmm.
So we need to know people who don't have Twitter, or maybe we need to go back to Facebook and see, hey, we need to start combing groups like, hey, who's actually, what's going on with your system.
Mm-hmm.
But just be, if you do have PlayStation 5 people, please be aware that there are slight issues, and be safe, and make sure you go back and get that warranty.
Yeah, I know. All right. One thing though, I know the PlayStation 5, you said this like stuff that stood out. One of the things that stood out to me, just because I'm so used to the Xbox experience, was the fact that like when you're downloading your games or updating your games on PlayStation 5, like once you leave that downloading updated screen, you can't get back to it. Like, it's weird. You can't. It's buried. You can't. It's hard to find it. It's either they don't have a way to get to it, or I'm just like not smart enough to find it, because it was, we had to literally start a game like we were downloading it in order to click on to see view queue. Okay, just to give you an idea, you know how on Xbox you go to my games and apps and you go to queuing, or you go to updating or whatever, and you can see the progress of the download. Well, that screen where you can see the progress of all your downloads is buried on PlayStation, like the equivalent of that screen. And it was just like, what is happening? Because we were downloading like 7 or 8 things, and we couldn't even check the status of them without just looking at this. We wanted to check the actual transfer amount without looking at the icon that has just the bar on it. We wanted to see the details of the download just to kind of get a better idea of how long it would take, and it was so buried. So if someone can in the chat can tell me how to get there outside of starting a new download and clicking on view queue, please let me know, because that was the most difficult thing.
That sounds interesting. I have the hardest time with their menu, so I still haven't figured everything out, and I'm just on the PlayStation 4. And with the new UI on the 5, no telling how long it'll take me to figure stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to the PlayStation 4. Very, very similar. They got some little changes, but the heart of it is the same. Like, with the horizontal menu and stuff like that. It's gorgeous though. I love the aesthetic, like all the animations with the buttons and the music that plays when you're hovering over the game. I love all of that. But I mean, get into some settings that, you shouldn't be hiding settings from people. Like, to me, that's important. And we looked everywhere. We looked in the settings. We looked everywhere. And like, we tried to go to like the media library and see if we know how you list all your games out on one page. We tried to go to the media library and see if it was there. Nope. That was wild. I'm like, man, this is strange. But yeah, as far as issues, like technical issues and stuff like that. I haven't really experienced anything. I had some issues with setting up my sound because I was jumping between using the Dolby. What was it called? Boogie, the Dolby.
Dolby Atmos.
Yeah, Dolby. I was using Dolby Atmos and the Windows Sonic. I kept jumping between the two, so I had some issues with my sound. But after I restarted the console, everything worked fine. Outside of that, no other issues. I haven't had anything happen from my end, and we haven't really played the PlayStation long enough to experience anything. I mean, we literally we got the console just yesterday because we couldn't get it. Target didn't deliver it to us until yesterday instead of on launch day. So, yep.
All right. Well, maybe in a couple of weeks when you play it more, you can give us some more in-depth.
I'll definitely will. I would say I'll probably have an update for you maybe by the next show. Because by then I'll probably played a couple games on there, like Miles Morales and whatnot. So
sweet. All right. Now officially we can talk about our games that we have been playing on our new console. This week was release of I don't know how many launch titles. We have Valhalla, of course. What else? Cold War, which is we're watching right now. Beyond Light for Destiny, which I think that was basically the first game we played because that's the one we play more often. So we know the difference between the two. And that was my first game was Beyond Light, and the difference between the two systems was blinding, literally. I literally had to drop my brightness down on this game because that snow was killing me, y'all. It was literally giving me headaches. It was so clear, so bright. Oh, it was awesome. But yes, so anybody want to talk about any of the new games that they played? Any of them?
I'm gonna give a shout out to Tetris Effect Connected.
Tetris Connected, yes. Yeah. Great.
It's I like it because it's a lot of most of the launch titles that came out that I played this week mostly was action packed, shoot 'em up, bang bang, and all that. And the Tetris was a nice little segue to okay, I don't want to feel like shooting some shit up, but I want to play something. So I downloaded Tetris, and it's pleasing to the eyes, it's pleasing to the ears. It's a classic Tetris game. When you move the pieces, it makes sounds of the music. It got practice, beginner, advanced, and master. So, and it has a multiplayer feature added. So hopefully one day we will be able to play some Tetris together. Call of Duty is Call of Duty. It just looked better. It looks good. The thing that I don't like about Cold War is, first of all, if y'all going to promote Warzone like that, I maybe I didn't read it correctly, but I assume that Black Ops Cold War will have their own Warzone, not integrated with Modern Warfare Warzone. If that was the case, you could have knocked the price a little down.
Wait.
What?
So that's what's happening? Is that Warzone will just be a hybrid version of both?
No, if you don't got the game, you got to download two individual things with Cold War. One will be the base game with the map packs and everything, and the other one will be Cold War Warzone. So if you want to play Warzone, instead of playing a Black Ops Cold War themed Warzone map, it'll take you straight to Modern Warfare Warzone. I was like, what?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't get it. Does that mean we don't have you still play Warzone with both?
Yeah, you can still play Warzone with both. So I can be able to play Warzone with you on Modern Warfare via Black Ops Cold War. I'm like, the fuck? I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically it's Modern Warfare Warzone.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something like Blackout. What happened with Black Ops 3 when they had their own special BR. I thought that was cool. Multiplayer is multiplayer. Ain't shit new. Ain't shit perfect. Yo, I streamed the first game. Motherfuckers was camping. This game came out 5 minutes ago. Download. I swear if you would have seen me scream the first 15 minutes of the damn game, I'm like, yo, how y'all camping when this game just came out? And it's 9 o'clock. Y'all camping at 9:25. I'm like, yo, are you kidding me? So
I know you mentioned somebody had a higher rank already. when the game had just launched 1 minute after launch, it was like ranked 10 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, as soon as the game started, rank 10. I'm like, yo, everybody. I don't know how you get to rank 10. You must have skipped some levels or something. But this game just came out. How you get there like that? Like I said, multiplayer is gonna be multiplayer. It's alright.
Have you tried the campaign? You haven't tried the campaign, right?
I will be playing the camp. I'll be doing campaign after the show, a little bit later. But I heard some good thoughts on that. I heard a few people say that the campaign is pretty good, so that's pretty good to hear. But yeah, Cold War is I enjoyed it. Destiny 2, I enjoyed it. What else did I play? I think that's all I played. Launch. I think it was Call of Duty Cold War, Tetris Connect, and Destiny. I don't think I played anything else. But I'm satisfied with what I got. I know back in my mind though on Call of Duty, I'm like, girl, you old now. Your reflexes ain't the same no more. You might have to put it down. Like it crossed my mind on Friday. But I can't put it down. Okay. But that's all. That's how I feel about the games. Next game I'm probably. Oh, I forgot it. Michael Morales. I got that. I mean Michael Morales.
Oh my God.
It's like
she
the
butchered name every
Michael
time.
Morales.
Maybe it should be Michael. What's his name? Michael Moore.
Miles.
Not Michael. Miles. I did get the Spider-Man game. People are talking about. It's not a standalone. I don't care what nobody say. It's not a standalone game. It's half the time from the original Spider-Man, and they saying that not a lot of stuff has changed. So people who play Spider-Man they love the representation of Miles, but as far as the game period, is basically a little more of the same from the previous title. For me,
DLC,
this will be my first Spider-Man game, period. So I'm not gonna let the people who thought about this game like this dictate how I, play this game. I'm playing this game with the freshest set of eyes anybody could have been played on this game. I ain't never touched no Spider-Man game, so this is gonna like set the precedent if I'm gonna continue to be playing Spider-Man games. But I ain't even busted out the plastic because I've been on my Series X so much. And Oh, and shout outs for getting that Disney Plus for 30 days for free.
She's killing it too. She's killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody else want to talk about their games?
Okay, so I guess I'll go next. So the games I've been playing is pretty much the same. Some of the ones that Lady mentioned, Valhalla, of course, which is out of all the games I've played, that is a tie between that and Destiny. Because Beyond Light is really, really good. Like, I'm loving these dark powers. So
yeah,
good.
you guys should hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we get that stasis, oh my God,
Yes.
stasis is awesome. Like,
Yes.
stasis is awesome, people.
Yeah, we'll dig into Destiny, but Tetris Effect is another one I also tried. That was pretty good. I love the rhythm based static that it has associated with it. It's so good. How you can manipulate the music with spinning your pieces and stuff like that. It's a nice spin on Tetris. Like, 'cause Tetris, the gameplay, everybody know how. And most people like who've ever played the originals like know what that game's all about. So it's like, how can you revolutionize Tetris? I think they did a great job with making it feel different than what previous Tetris games have offered in the past. Falconeer, I'm still trying to find my way with that game. Like, as far as I didn't want to, because I'm playing Valhalla, I didn't want to tweak my controls too much because it's a nice little learning curve when it comes to the Falconeer. And also, you all know I had to try Ori, okay? Because it's in 6K, the super sampling, so I had to check that out. Oh man, it looks amazing. Completely, it looks phenomenal. But future, like, as far as, because I know CHAREECE on the show notes, you got like the ugly. For me, out of all of this, the ugly would have to be my time. I don't have enough time to play through these games. Like, to be honest, it's like I want to play everything, and I just don't. I'm trying to do as much as I can prior to Cyberpunk 2077, because like I really want to complete Valhalla, and I looked it up, and they say to complete Valhalla takes 60 to 80 hours. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that, because that's a nice long lengthy game, but at the same time, like, oh, it's gonna be a chore, man. But that's it. That's pretty much it for me as far as games.
Boogie?
I think I talked a lot about the games that I played, but still, Valhalla is like the big winner for me.
Do you want to elaborate on Destiny real quick? Because I know we all been playing Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny Beyond Light. Like, we just started to get, I think we're like halfway done with the story, which is nice that the story, I guess we could have finished it all in one day, but I don't know. You had to level up, right?
Yes.
So we tried to level up. We got a couple of us to 1200, which definitely helped, because playing the story is like easier now together. Like last night we played a boss, and we knew immediately that this would have been way harder if it wasn't all three of us.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And y'all were such high levels also.
Right. So you know how Destiny is. They come out with new shit, and it's like, you better be ready. Better be high enough. So you don't get smacked in the dirt.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But the time it takes, like, I'm telling you, before you go make a sandwich while you're waiting for Destiny to load. Now it's like you're in space, you're back on the ground. Like, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's
not taking
fast.
a long time. Yeah. So that's awesome. The quick resume is awesome, because I'll go between Valhalla and Destiny, and it's seamless. Beyond Light, I don't know. I'm ready to see the end, because it seems like we're gonna have to go to other places. The way they're tangled in the story, I'm ready to see what Endgame looks like after this bit of the story. And I don't know. Beyond Light is the game that we play together, right? We have our whole Destiny crew. Stitch is usually with us, and it's like the game to play with friends. Assassin's Creed is like, we'll be talking to each other, but we all doing our own thing, right? But yeah, so those are the ones. I haven't gone too much back into Watch Dogs.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, I haven't touched that either.
I turned it on just to see
the ray tracing,
and stuff, and you can see it. It's there. Immediately loaded me into an area that had puddles and stuff, so you can see it right away. And again, I can't believe the Destiny doesn't have ray tracing yet. But yeah, I'll probably go back to Watch Dogs. I got it. It won't not get played. But right now, Valhalla just has my soul. I love Norse mythology. I love, which I think is why the last two disappointed me so much, because I love Greek mythology. And there's a lot of Egyptian woven into Greek mythology. And it just wasn't hitting, but this one, we're there, we're in it,
Yeah, I feel like a Viking, man. I feel like a Viking fan. Yeah. Like, the brutality of it, and like how aggressive.
Oh, those
man.
kills. Yeah.
Yes,
finishers.
Man. Have you done any assassins yet? Like the assassins?
I haven't done any of the assassin missions yet, but I built my assassin bureau. Yeah. So that's there, and I'm just now starting to play with being able to put my hood up and assassinate folks and stuff like that, which I think they've made it harder. Like, because this person is not an assassin yet when you start the game, you can't just start doing assassin shit right away. You know what I mean? So everything is being learned, and like Delilah and I were talking about it yesterday, and it's like you being groomed, right? Like, so you already a badass, you a badass Viking, but now you're being groomed to be an assassin. And I love that aspect. So
yeah, because you never see the maturation process. They just all of a sudden say, "Oh yeah, you're an assassin, and go do this." And so this is cool to see how you get all these different things.
Because they're teaching you the tradition, why they do this. Like, so
you talking about it, but you want to just play it, right?
Yo, and I just hooked up. Delilah and I were searching, and we came up on a monitor. And oh my God,
Right.
Delilah.
Yes.
This monitor is so juicy.
Yes.
Like,
it changes everything.
I just got it hooked up and I'm just like,
yeah.
ooh wee.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go get me an Elgato HD60S Plus because I have it directly hooked up to the X right now, and it's fabulous. So I'm gonna need it to look like this
levels.
always.
Oh my God! Like the blacks are inky black. Like
yes,
it's really good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's sweet.
I said the same thing. I turned it on. It's sweet. Because you know what's funny? Yeah. I saw it before and after because I got my monitor came on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like had been playing Valhalla when I when I got the console. And so seeing it the before and after, I'm like, wait, it looked different. Like it just, it's just nice.
Yeah, because this looked like my big TV because I have a Samsung 8000 series and it's like a 60-inch, right? And then you're sitting far back, like. And I used to be the person that was like, I only want to play like this. I only want to play with the big TV sitting on the couch. But unless you're sitting on a couch where it's close up, like, there's no comparison to like 27, 32-inch monitor right in your face. You're able to see everything. All the colors is popping. This is the way to play.
You can see the thread count on the sheets. Right. So detailed.
Yeah, I'm good. Like
the thread count right now.
The thread count. It's super detailed. Like when you playing as Eivor and like you look at all the details of her armor and the fur and the cloak, it's so crispy.
Yeah, and we were talking about it in Destiny too. Like one of the enemies had this like
that fur jacket on.
Yeah, like everybody got the fur jackets on, and the fur is moving and everything, and
that shit was fluffy.
Yeah, one of them looked like it had like a sheepskin, and you could like see all the detail. And CHAREECE was like, "Yo, I just want to like put my hand on it, and rub it."
Yeah, it looked like you could lay your head on it and take a nap. It looked so fluffy and so. You could like count how many little poofs and stuff in it. It was just that detailed. It was nice. That jacket was nice. I get that in purple. It was nice. All right. Anything else? Any other game before we move on? Going once, going twice.
Oh, I did have a question for y'all real quick. So did they patch the issue with Watch Dogs? Do we know if they patched that issue? Like I am one of the missions.
They have.
Yeah, I haven't turned it on yet because that was the other thing. I did try to play a couple of times. And it was getting stuck, so I stopped. That's when I started going to Valhalla and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know if they patched it yet because I haven't gone back.
Yeah, and I haven't tried it either because the last time I played it on my X, it shut down my whole system. So
Series X?
No, the last gen consoles, the 1X.
1X. Yeah.
Yeah, it shut down my system. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna wait. And
so it was even shutting it down on the 1X.
So yeah, it was like it shut it down. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait. But then Valhalla and Beyond Light popped up, and I've been preoccupied. So maybe I have transferred it over because unlike Lady, I loaded my games off my external hard drive and transferred them over that way. It took less than 3 hours to get Valhalla, Watch Dogs, and Destiny all.
Well, I was committed to my fuck up. Okay, so that's what that was the consequences of committing to my fuck up.
And that's how I learned not to do that because I was like, my internet's probably shittier than Ladies, so we're gonna do it this way. But yeah,
because that's 24 hours. Woo.
Yeah, the Call of Duty girl. Call of Duty would have waited.
Yes, sir.
Not for me though. No.
Yeah, but then you like get it and you you probably could have waited.
I could have waited. I don't have patience. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I feel you.
I want to be locked and ready and prepared.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
24 hours later.
Man, shut up, yo. Whatever.
Oh wait. People, Boogie and Delilah, people in the chat want the link for that monitor.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll drop it in the chat. Okay, cool.
But yes,
it's now IPS too. Like it's a good monitor. I mean.
Yeah, they were searching for like good 45 minutes for it, too.
And I'm sure on
Black
Friday.
Delilah confirmed, then that means I found a good one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're gonna drop in Black Friday too, so be ready. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna put it in there.
And I don't think it's like it's not like this year monitor, right?
No, it's a 2019 model, but new versions don't come out till next year, probably around July.
Right.
So I'm not waiting till July.
Right.
Because
if you guys don't know, you're looking at in the thousands if you're trying to get 120 frames per second IPS monitor with VRR, HDR,
4K.
What was the other thing? 4K. Mm-hmm. All that, like you paying big money.
Yeah,
and there's really not a lot of them out there. So they're really, a lot of them are sold out. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them don't have like certain patches and stuff. It's just because the tech's so new. So, you better off getting like the 2019 model or one of the earlier 2020 models. But yeah, this monitor is definitely really good. And we checked everything. Like we checked the reviews. We researched this for a while before we decided on like which one we gonna pick. So
yeah, that was like a good 45 minutes. Because what I was doing, I was gaming something. I was playing, and we was all in the party together. And
we had already looked before too.
Yeah, we looked the day before.
We were already like looking.
Yeah,
Yeah. We just hadn't found one that said go ahead and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But you'll still get 60 frames per second on this. And like we said, VRR, 4K. HDR, 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which you want to get HDR 10, folks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's a HDR 400, which is supposed to show more colors, but not everybody codes for HDR 400 because HDR 10 is the open source, so more people will code for that one.
Right.
And if you don't know what open source means, it means it's available to everybody. You don't have to pay a fee to be able to utilize it or anything else. So most people use that.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, that's nothing wrong with that because people need to learn. This is how I learned how to buy my TV was from listening to y'all talk. So everybody learned something today. Now on to we're talking about finished with our new releases, but now on to Twitch. And apparently if anybody has not been online lately, or if you're not a Twitch streamer, they have been sending out copyright notices to people from like years past. Apparently, now the music industry has finally started going through streams and filing copyright notices if you're playing music in the stream. So this is what happened. Apparently, they sent the streamers a notice and told them they had 3 days to either remove the sound from the clip and or video that's still up on their channel, or delete it. That was all they had. They either could delete it or remove it. And if some people had, like me, I don't have that much, so it might have been just like 1 or 2. But some people who have been on their years, like Lady, for example, she probably would have deleted like half her collection, if not more. Especially if you've been on there longer, say you've been on there since like 4, 5, 6 years, you had to go through your entire collection of clips and videos and find, because they wouldn't tell you which one that had the copyright notice. They just said you had a copyright notice and that you had to get rid of it.
Yeah, they wouldn't tell you what clip it was. They wouldn't tell you what video it was. It was just
you have it.
Go figure it out,
and you gotta get rid of it. You got 3 days to do it.
They didn't even tell you the clip.
That's
weird.
Yeah,
they could just make up anything.
Like
they could say anything, really.
Right.
People were pissed.
He was like, "Look, I don't have time to be going through 4 years worth of videos."
Nope, they just told you to do it. And then Twitch put out a blog trying to explain what happened. So that's when they said that they got the notices from the music industry, from the licenses partners and everything, and they was trying to explain different ways the way you wouldn't get it in the future. And oh my god, the fuck up that they said. They literally told you to turn the sound off in your game and stream it like that.
What? No sound.
Yep.
No sound.
Turn the game audio off.
So what, you're supposed to just hear the streamer and them talking and
that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
So I just want
to do that.
Get y'all thoughts on this, and then I'm gonna tell you what Facebook did for this same exact thing. So, Lady, what are your thoughts on this? Since you've been a streamer on Twitch the longest, out of 4 of us,
this ain't the first time they did it, so I don't know why people acting like it's a surprise. I did a stream like probably 6 months ago when the first wave of claims came. I did a stream. Did all my videos on stream that had music. I went through every stream I had, and we talking about 4 years of streaming. My clips, I went through my videos, I went through my clips, anything that remote that I did not know I had permission to use, I deleted it. It was like my memory lane stream. I had to delete a lot of stuff. So this time around, I didn't get no copyright claims because I was already prepared for what was going on. What I don't like is what people they make streamers scared to like stream how they want to stream now because they don't know which is what is okay and what is not okay. And I don't think that Twitch is giving us enough resources to figure out what is good and what's music is good, what music it ain't. There are a couple of avenues that you can use. You can use royalty-free music. A lot of people making their own little beats and promoting it, and there's a couple of artists like famous, rappers, singers, and whatnot that's saying, "Hey, it's okay for you to use my music," and we have to research each video game now to see if we can be able to copyright it. You know what I'm saying? So we can be able to stream it. But what video game industry don't understand is people who stream your video games is free advertisement. And if you stop them from organically giving people the experience of a video game, and it's something as important as music, ain't no way. I know with Ubisoft, they're really lenient on music. So, but you really they making us do like extra, and it's not fair because your company making more money than I am, and you should have more resources to find a way to bridge a gap between.
Well, that's what they're doing is they're not trying to take responsibility for it, right? So I guess they have the way it works is that the way the law works is if you don't respond to any of the allegations, then it's like it's not happening. As soon as you say, okay, we have music or whatever infringements that we're going to take care of, then that's when they're able to start litigation out after you. So the problem is when Twitch started, taking people's videos down because basically they admitted guilt.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're not trying to take any responsibility and they're trying to put it off on the streamer and their little half-ass, supplements that they're doing aren't really benefiting the streamer, which is crazy because that's how you're making your money, right? You make your money off the streamer.
And speaking of money, one of the things they suggested was that the streamer go and get permission from the artists themselves or the record labels themselves.
Wow.
So I gotta ask DJ Paul and Juicy J
if you could play his music. Yes.
That's doing a lot.
Getting a response from them is going to be difficult too.
Yeah. Now Facebook has gaming also. Their streaming service. Facebook itself went to the record labels and worked out a deal. That way streamers would not get copyright notices. They cut a check to these people.
I feel like that's what Mixer must have done too, because we didn't have no problem on Mixer.
That part. But Twitch refuses to do this. They're putting the responsibility on the streamer.
And
more reasons.
Amazon owns Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
You would think with Amazon Music they'll be all right. Like all our music is provided through Amazon Music, so you're good.
That part. Maybe the two.
Well, they're saying like even like games like 2K where you got a bunch of different music that's causing the strikes. Like music within games, like the game itself is causing strikes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because ain't no goddamn way I'm fit to like completely turn off the music. And there been that time that I had to turn off the radio music within the game. But games like Madden and 2K, they gonna have a problem because they make money. One of their key drawers of those games is their soundtracks.
Yep.
And you can't stream their soundtracks. Not only they paid those artists to be on there, they should at least be able to have the right to, be able to stream it without no problem. But it ain't up to the artist, it ain't up to the video game, it's up to the music industry. And they know, the music industry they know that they losing money, and it's a business thing, and it's just messed up. Every time this news come around, it always really discouraged me because I'm like, yo, music is like it's like a big aspect in games, and without it, it's just not. You're not as immersive as you will be without it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I hear these people on YouTube like, damn man, this is messed up.
But it's not the artist though.
It ain't the artist. No, it ain't the streamer.
Companies.
It's the people behind. Yeah,
it's the people behind. But I can't be. This ain't, like I said, this ain't the first rodeo. So my initial reaction to this week news wasn't the same as other people, because people that been streaming already should be knowing what's going on. And I understand if you like a new booty, this is new. I understand that, but I'm referring it to the people who've been here like years and act like this has just happened. You got to be prepared for that, because one, there's some of these streamers. Is their livelihood?
I don't know if this is like you need to be aware situation. Like, you should just know this is the lay of the land. Twitch needs to take responsibility.
They do, because again, Cyberpunk 2077 is going to come out. I'm sure it's going to have music in it.
Everybody's going to Run the Jewels was just had their video come out with Cyberpunk.
Yeah. So everybody's going to be streaming that game. So that means we need to turn the sound off, or we're going to get a strike against our channel. Or low. So I can understand if I'm in the playing, say we're playing Tetris, and we got music playing in the background. Now that I can understand that I am streaming a game, I'm streaming music that I'm not supposed to. But if it is in-game music, that's on Twitch. That's on the game, or the publishers. They need to work that out.
I understand that, and I'm not saying that's not wrong. But what I'm also saying is you got to protect your brand as well. You got to protect your neck as well, because you don't know what might happen. Yes, Twitch got to do what they need to do with these, with the music industry, so we can be able to play our game freely. But you know how Twitch is, but I know how Twitch is. You know what I'm saying? And some of these bigger streamers, they should know how Twitch is. If they know they coming for your neck, you need to make sure you protect your brand. And yeah, I hate to say it, you're going to have to delete them videos.
Well, see, the thing is, but you just said, though. One of you all just said that they don't know what video it's on. They don't know where it's at or what clip it's on. They don't. So that, to me, that's what leads to a lot of the complaints. How they going to fix a problem if they can't find it? You know what I mean? How can a Twitch streamer fix the issue if they can't find what video in order to kind of modify or change the music out of, or whatever, like, download or re-upload? They don't. It's no way. That is a problem, because when I got my notice about deleting those videos, they didn't specifically tell me which video it was. Right.
So, but they had to delete either you had to individually look at every video to see which video had the music in it, so you can take it off, or you have to delete everything.
So I think that's where a lot of the complaints come from. You know what I mean? It's not that these people that have been streaming for years don't know what's up. They know what's up. Like you.
Right.
You know what I mean? They know
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. They Twitch is just not taking no responsibility. Like, they could at least tell you which damn videos.
That part. Like, they know. Yeah. But yeah. So I don't know.
They don't want to do no work. They don't want to take no responsibility. Like, that's a big old FU to everybody, watchers and streamers alike. Because what kind of stream are you about to watch with no music?
No sound. Because especially if you I don't understand how they expect you to turn off in-game music or in-game sound. Only games that doesn't have like licensed music is like fantasy type games, because then it's just basically like sounds and stuff, like Skyrim. Like, would Skyrim be considered licensed music? Because I can buy the Skyrim music of the soundtrack, the game soundtrack. So would that also, can I get a strike for that? Because technically it's a song. You can still buy it off Amazon, but like there's no recognizable words and stuff in it. But it's still, that's gonna be Twitch is gonna have to do something about that. I don't know if they are, but they're gonna have to. Like,
some people are moving from Twitch to Facebook gaming and YouTube because of this.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are, because like I said, like, it's a big FU.
But man, moving your whole communities is hard. That's hard. You got like,
yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I tweeted out, like, you feel like, what's the point? Like, for me, I've already had to move from Mixer. It's been slow going.
Yep.
And then now this, where they talking about you just gonna have to mute your stream and shit like that. How are people who are trying to come up even going to get people to come watch them if you can't have any sound? Like, they're making people dead in the water to where the only people going to be really fruitful there are the people who have been there forever.
Also, they got like this Twitch approved music list that you can put on your streams. I haven't listened to it yet, but
there's a problem with that too, because they're saying that Twitch is trying to say, oh, well, because the music doesn't stay on the VOD, that they shouldn't have to pay for any of that too.
Yeah.
Twitch is issues with that too.
Yeah, Twitch is they're going super hard not to pay for shit. Like, they going hard for the wrong reason. If anything, you're trying to support your brand, we understand that, but they need to support the people who make their brand, and that is the streamers. They're slipping. Twitch is slipping.
It's discouraging sometimes. And then I understand why people that been streaming want to go somewhere else. And I'm looking like Boo Boo the Fool streaming at this platform when they really don't give a fuck about the people who's streaming there in the beginning. Unless I'm a quote unquote big ass Twitch streamer, my voice ain't gonna be heard, because this has been not the first issue that been with Twitch that's talking about us, the people who make them make money.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's discouraging, low key.
Yeah, so we might revisit this topic in future episodes, probably, I don't know, about 6 months, to see what's really going on with it. But we're going to see. But yes, moving on. I don't know if anybody caught the news. It's probably going to be a little quick one. But Ubisoft Montreal got swatted yesterday. If y'all remember, this was a big thing that was going on. What was that, early mid 2000s, when people was calling in to random people and saying that a hostage situation or armed robbery or something was going on at somebody's house. But apparently now we're doing it to game publishers. Are we really this sad of a society where this is fun times? What is going on here? So yeah, any ladies got anything to say about this?
I was gonna say, don't group me with that mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that one person whoever did this made a stupid decision, and like, I'm not gonna say all of society is like that. I think it's sad though. It's so disappointing to hear stuff like this, and hopefully no one got hurt. You know, things like that. But because at first, I mean, we saw the news, it was like a hostage situation, and so you saying it's just they got swatted, but still, someone could have got seriously hurt, injured, died. So this is real life, people. Like, don't stop playing with people's lives like that.
They didn't know why they got swatted in the first place.
Why? They shouldn't be a reason why. But
I'm just asking. I'm
no was given that I could find anyway that they don't have any suspects of where the call came from. They just said that somebody called, had multiple phone calls, 911 calls, saying that a hostage situation was going on at this location, and that's why the police showed up.
Y'all fucking with people's lives, man. Somebody.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is the thing. This anonymity with the internet and technology is really gonna fuck us up, because first of all, you did that with malicious intent. Period. Swatting anybody, and how tense it is with police nowadays. You really asking for it, and I hate it. Because I know a few people that work for Ubisoft, and it's like, that could have been my homie there. Mm-hmm. That could have been a husband there, a wife there, a mother, a father, a person with family, people trying to do their jobs. I would hate for someone to swap my job. I would hate for somebody to swap other people's jobs. It's just bad. I mean,
I don't understand why some of these gamers think that
it's cool.
Right. Or think that people who make games don't have families and aren't people too, are human. And read those comments you say about them, and read the jokes you were making when it went down initially. Like, it's so disheartening. It's terrible, man. I feel like as an industry, gamers and stuff, since we care about these games that's being made and stuff, like, do better, man. Just do better.
Yeah. Boogie, you got anything?
Yeah, it's crazy. I know that a while back when this was like, real hot before COVID and stuff, that a lot of cities were doing SWAT lists, for streamers, so that you could like put your name on a list, so that this type of thing wouldn't happen. I don't know if they're doing the same thing in Canada, but it's sad. But it sounds like it's going to have to be more of a widespread thing where more people enact something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, because you got stupid people.
A lot of them apparently.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a good way to get around it. Sorry, Charisse. That's definitely a good way to get around this, to have a SWAT list that the police department, everybody know about.
Right.
Where,
It's
so
just
that
a
they can like
that
call
you
and make
have to do
sure,
that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So they can call whatever number is and make sure, hey, is this really going on?
Right.
More protocol. And then they actually have to follow that protocol. So there's
that part.
Yeah.
All right, lady, people, this is time to put your questions in the chat, so we can get to our tidbits. Lady, if you can get our questions together. I
Yes,
only
ma'am.
have 3 quick tidbits for us today. First of all, Minecraft Dungeons is getting crossplay on old consoles. Yes, the old ones. That'd be the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One X and the Switch. They're going to get cross-gen by the end of the month, which I think was kind of nice because people play different consoles. Our tidbit number 2 is the Halo TV show has started back in production. Anybody remember this from what was that, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be on Showtime. They've hired the voice that does Cortana. So I'm excited about this one. Maybe they finally saw all the hype that The Witcher was getting. They was like, yeah, we can finally do this, and we do it like it's supposed to be done, and people will enjoy it. So
yeah, I just hope that the stories, because when you think about a game, it's different, right? That has to, the story has to be pushed along for hours and hours on it. It's more than just an hour show, right? It's a 20-hour game, so you got to condense all this down into a TV show. And just, either 30 minutes or an hour at each episode, right? And so I worry about that part, like how are they gonna be able to flesh out a story out, and the characters and stuff enough. I just hope it's done well. I can't wait. That's exciting because I'm a Halo fan, so I can't wait.
Yeah, you remember like before Halo 5, they had that series that was like a podcast.
Yeah,
I loved that. Like I was there every week to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like whoever did that, they need to do the show.
yeah. The writing for those was really good.
Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, I need to know what happens because it still didn't it
wasn't a definitive conclusion.
Right.
Do you remember what was the name of that? You remember?
I think I have it on my podcast still. Hold on give me 1 second.
It's something of the truth or something like that. I can't remember it.
Hunt for the truth, right?
Yeah, Halo Hunt for the Truth. Yeah.
All right, I might add it to my listen list.
Yep.
All right.
Hunt the Truth.
Mm-hmm.
And then our last one, the Mortal Kombat movie has been postponed indefinitely because of COVID-19.
That's fucked up.
First of all, I didn't know they were making a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yes, they were.
Yeah. They rebooted it and everything, and it's supposed to follow the new game storyline, or if it has a whole original storyline. But it's I remember seeing cast photos and little small clips here and there. But it was supposed to come out this year, I think. But now it has no date, and it will not have a date until the situation with COVID has been, I guess, fixed. I don't know what that's gonna mean, but honestly, do like everybody else doing, slap that shit on those streaming servers and call it a day. I don't know, but yeah. So that's all of our tidbits. Do we have any questions?
I see. I'm digging through and I see only one. I see Calvin sent us a question real early. Thank you for the question. This might be our only one by the time I get down after we answer this question. This might be the last one. I don't know.
Everybody playing games.
Yes, there is. Question: any game of the year called since we're in the middle of November?
I got mine. What? Dude, like for me, it's Ori and the Will of the Wisp because that came out in March this year. But see, everybody who know me, they know I'm a Metroidvania fan, so I'm biased. But Ori has to get a bid. But right now, man, Valhalla, dude, it's taking their lunch money. It's straight up walking up taking their lunch money.
And I'm early in the game. I'm super early in the game. Like I just set up my settlement, and I did like a last hour. I didn't do nothing but go hunting, like looking for supplies and shit. That's all I did.
Get lost just doing that. Like it's crazy.
It's the story, the graphics, like the sound, like with some headphones on. It's nice. That's a nice game. It's a nice.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna tell you, I got a biased choice and a real choice. My biased choice is Ghost of Tsushima. That game was amazing. It looked amazing. The story was amazing. Mm-hmm. Everything about it was good. Damn near perfect. But if I really have to be legit about a game of the year, it's gonna go to Animal Crossing.
Oh, nice. It's saying 2020 to be honest. Like,
I'm telling you, I put some chips bet on that. If it's Animal Crossing is one of the nominees for Game of the Year, I'm putting all my money on that. But but Ghost of Tsushima, that's my personal favorite.
You know what? Now you got me thinking about that Animal Crossing.
I'm telling you. I swear, if Animal Crossing may get best family game or best Nintendo game, but if it's a nominee for Game of the Year, they might get it. But if it's not, I know Ghost of Tsushima is going to get a Game of the Year nominee. I know The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2 going to get a nom. But I'm be honest with you. It's
Miles Morales is not going to get a nom?
No, it's DLC.
They're going to be like...
It's a full game. Come on, man.
Did it make the cutoff? No, December 10th is the cutoff. No, November 10th I thought was the cutoff, right?
Is it?
I know
they moved it for they moved it for
Death Stranding last year.
Right.
They moved it up a little bit.
We'll see.
I think we should get noms in about next week, 2 weeks from now, before Thanksgiving. I should be before Thanksgiving.
Because if it's December 10th, wouldn't Cyberpunk qualify?
Nope.
It comes out. Doesn't it come out December 10th?
Yeah, don't
I think the award show December 10th.
Yeah, so
it is.
Cyberpunk doesn't qualify.
So it got to be November 10th. That was the
cutoff.
The day.
Well, that means Miles Morales may not get nom.
2 days late.
But Valhalla did.
Yeah.
And Ghost of Tsushima did. That's why. But yeah, Animal Crossing. They if it's up there, they're gonna win. What about you, LBOOGIE?
Sorry, I missed the question because the dogs are barking.
What is your game of the year nom since it's almost a month away?
Oh, I thought we talked about this last time.
No, well, that's before Valhalla and Beyond Light came out.
That was our top 5 of the last week. That was our top 5 of the generation.
Right.
So, yeah.
Valhalla's up there if it makes the cutoff, for sure. Other than that, Ghost of Tsushima was nice.
I think I agree as well. Ghost of Tsushima is kind of nice. All right, let me see. Now we got questions now. Y'all don't want to ask no questions until we got questions. Okay.
Gotta give them time. Gotta give them time. Gotta give them time.
Rain G4, what it do? Does this console launch feels like the 360 launch? Question mark. As far as excitement goes, yeah,
for sure. As for excitement, definitely. The games, not so much. Because I mean, if you're only looking at first party. Now, if you're looking at the whole totality, then definitely. I mean, because I feel like with playing Valhalla, you could tell Assassin's Creed is hitting its stride. Like, yeah, for sure. Also the variety of games too. It's I mean, if you look at Game Pass and what's there, that's available to be downloaded, it's everything. Something for everybody is in there. Like,
oh my God! Speaking of Game Pass, EA Play came to Game Pass this week.
Yep.
Y'all go download Fallen Order right now and go play that game. Like,
I might.
Go.
I might.
Yeah, Fallen Order is fire. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
That came out last year or this year? Because that could be a game of the year.
Fallen Order.
That was last year, right?
Last year, I think.
I thought it missed the cutoff though. So when it qualified for this year,
I think it qualifies for this year.
Oh, did they do the rollovers like that, or we don't know?
They did it for crap. What's the Nintendo game? Oh my God, Smash. They did for Smash because Smash came out at the end of the year, and so they was on the next year's nominees. So it could. So Fallen Order could be on this year's nominee for Game of the Year.
That's tough. That's some competition. Man, but you think about a trend though. It's these open world action adventure games. If you think about it.
Hey, Fallen Order's up there.
Okay, let me see what our next question is. Other Zeke, has anyone heard from Sean Layden? That was his question.
That's actually a good question. No. Did he congratulate PlayStation on the launch? Did we see anything? Did he post something on Twitter saying congratulate PlayStation on Sony and the team? Man, wow. I mean, that's interesting.
All I know is I ain't seen them.
Maybe he's home playing his system.
All right, let me see. I have a question for DACA. 2 people on this panel played the Fallen Order. I have not. Question, is Assassin's Creed now giving Witcher competition now? I don't know, Rangy 4.
You know what? I think I might download Witcher 3 and see just how because Witcher 3 is a beautiful game. Great game. Story-wise, also great. But the load times and stuff is one of the things that drag for me. I just want to do a comparison. But people, Valhalla is excellent. Play the game. Like, there's like no way I cannot recommend this game. If you are an Assassin's Creed fan, play this game. If you're an RPG fan, play this game. If you are for murderous family who are batshit crazy, play this game.
All right. I think is that it? I think that's it. That's it. Good. Ain't no more questions. Let me go one through one. Let me go one more time.
That's all I see real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. Shout out to the 30 people up in here. I see you, Cyric Burke. Let me see. I don't see any more questions. Mr. Kima, I see you. Been a minute.
Okay, so
Iron Mike, hello.
I had to do some research on Sean Layden real quick. Yeah, he definitely shot out Blue Point from Dark Souls, but that's about it though. Good to see. I mean, he's active on Twitter, so it's pretty cool.
All right, then I guess that's all for today.
All right, we're gonna start with our outros then for everybody get back in these games because I know we are fiending right now. Start off with Lady.
Oh, you already know this is me, Lady Infamous 415. Thank you so much for joining us today. I will be streaming some Cold War campaign in a little bit, and it might be it just might be some Cold War and some PC games or something. I don't know. We're gonna play something, but you can check me out at Lady_Infamous 415 on Twitch. You can check all my socials. You can check my side piece, aka Twitter, Lady Infamous 415, all in one word. You guys be easy. Please wear a mask. Please keep your distance. Please stay inside if you could.
All right, Delilah.
Yes, it's your girl Delilah HD. But we just got a question from T-Luck8521 asking, what are your power levels in Destiny? My power level in Destiny is 1204 right now.
Mine's is 1200, baby.
I know, but
and I was
for the first time ever, I am the lowest score.
Yeah,
I am.
Oh,
I
sad.
know.
So
Cherise.
Oh, okay. You know what? We going incognito now for real. I can't. I can't. I am 1165.
You know, if you had just went on ahead and played sick like we told you to.
Okay.
1204.
Get a little sniffles.
Yeah, I had a meeting with my boss.
All that, man. Look,
Yeah.
how you gonna tell
How was
somebody?
the meeting though? Was it productive? Did you get anything done?
I did. But I had a meeting with my director. She signed my paychecks, y'all. I had to be there.
I get that one.
I understand. I understand. But I just want to know how you felt when you played Destiny and you found out you was the lowest one in the group, though.
It hurt.
It
hurt.
The psychology of it probably.
I respect that.
It hurt. Yeah. All right, Boogie, you can
You
say
know
your
we sure
outro.
for you though.
I know y'all gonna carry my ass
We got you.
until I pass y'all. Then I carry y'all. I don't know. I think I'm gonna pass this. This shit is hard, y'all. Destiny is hard now.
Yeah, I love the
Right? The
difficulty
enemies.
bump though. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's constantly something happening. I love it. It's nice.
But yeah. All right, Boogie.
All right, sorry about that. I got neighbors moving in, but it's LBOOGIE 0208, right? I'm doing sign off, right? Make sure I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
I'm telling you, they get me all like sidetracked and stuff. But anyways, y'all can find me on Twitch. Hopefully, I'll be back streaming. I got my setup back over here. I need to go get my HD 60S Plus, and then we should be gravy, y'all. What else? Yeah, that's it. Like, I hope y'all enjoying the new generation. Be nice to folks. And don't be breaking your console, because that's just dumb. It's a waste of fucking money.
Oh.
I know, man. Some people buy it just to break it.
Yeah, like that was dumb. But I did like the one video, the dude who like threw the refrigerator on the X, the Series X.
Yeah, that was
how
wild.
strong it was. I couldn't believe that shit. But anyway, just like lady, please wash your hands, keep your distance, wear your mask, okay? We got to get out of this. So please wear your mask.
Yeah. And of course, it's your girl CHAREECE here. I'm about to go get me some food and then I'm get on later. But yes, because I got to get my light level up apparently. But yes, you can catch me on Twitter. I'm always lurking in somebody's chat somewhere. You can catch me in our Discord, always posting memes. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. Y'all got me all confused about my light level now.
Oh, what's your light level now?
Oh my God. You know what? Anyway, everybody else.
She dodging, y'all.
It's 1165. 65. We're gonna get to at least 1180 by the night or something. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna try really hard. If I can stay away from Valhalla, which is on quick resume right now. But yes, everybody have a good weekend. Make sure to kiss your loved ones. Make sure to tell them that you appreciate the things they do for you. But also, please, as Boogie said, wash your hands, keep your social distance, and wear your mask out in public. Y'all have a good weekend.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.